That's not nail polish. Is that the soup?
No,
Nail polish soup.
Yes, nail polish soup. You didn't want nail polish soup? I'm gonna cook for my family for an entire week using only this cookbook.
Cheers.
Stick around to see what we think.
It tastes like there's like a lot of sand in it.
It melts in your mouth.
I'd love it to be a little more.
So good. That is top notch.
It's good. It's almost like it's just missing something.
Meh. You put everything in that one cupboard in here?
So is this as good as the one from the can?
No.
This is delicious.
Really good.
It's a B plus to an A because it's got potential. Love it. Oh, look at the water. Your mom's not around today. It's your job. Ah! Greetings and welcome to or welcome back to PB with Jay. Here on the channel, we focus on plant-based goodness, whether that's cookbook reviews like this one, my own recipes, or lots of other fun things and shenanigans that we get up to.
Why is it green? Oh my gosh.
This week, I'm going to be cooking for my family exclusively from Karina Inkster's Vegan Athlete. If you watch our live streams, you might know that I interviewed Karina a little while back about, all the things that she does. What does your grandma do for strength training?
She does like group fitness classes at the age of almost 100, and she swims every day in the summer. I mean, she's basically a powerhouse. It's pretty inspiring.
So I'll put a link to that in the description down below if you want to check that out. Full disclosure, Karina did send me this book to preview for our family, and I warned her that my family is sometimes unkind to certain recipes that I prepare for them, for all eight. You get it, you know what I'm saying. Anyway, she understood the risks and sent the book anyway. Here we go. What's really unique and interesting about this book compared to some of the other books we've done on this channel is that I'd say half of it is a cookbook and the other half is dedicated to fitness and being an athlete. Things like just the approach to being healthy, getting enough sleep, drinking enough water, your approach to fitness at various ages. She's also got actual workouts inside of this video, as well as the definitions for, certain movements and whatnot, in case you're confused about that. There's also just a whole section on interviews with other vegan athletes. It's a treasure trove of information that I haven't seen in another vegan cookbook, if you're interested in that. The other half of the book is recipes, which is, what we're going to be focusing on today. But before we get into that, I'd love to give a shout out to some of the people who have said hello to us in the comments down below. Anne from West Lynn, Oregon, Liz from South Wales, Mary from Southern Indiana, Luann from West Virginia, Denise from Belmont, Arizona, Jennifer from St. Louis, Missouri, Deborah from Armstrong, British Columbia, Vicky from Southeastern Iowa, Betty from Long Island, New York, Eve from Switzerland, and Michelle from Alberta. If you'd like a shout out, say hello to us in the comments down below. Let us know who you are, where you're watching from, and what you thought of this video. If you want a little bump up on that shout out list, the best way to do so is by joining us over on the Mighty Network for that perk, as well as advanced viewings of our videos, our wonderful message boards where people talk and share their stories and recipes and information, and the monthly live streams with myself and or other family members. If you're interested in that, you can subscribe to it for the price of a crappy cup of coffee a month. And other ways to help our channel out is by checking out our merch store or just throwing us a tip down in the little super thanks thing down below. If you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, consider doing so if you enjoy this video. Specifically hit that like button because it does help YouTube let it know to share it with more people who might be interested in such a thing. Hey, just me interrupting from the future. Stick around to a little later on in this video where I let you know about a giveaway that's connected to this book. Now, how our family ranks our recipes is on the internet tier system that I did not create. S stands for superb. We love this recipe. We definitely want to have it again very soon. A is that we enjoyed it. It's a really good recipe and we'd be happy to have it another time. B, didn't love it, didn't hate it. If someone else requested it sometime, we'd gladly eat it again. C is didn't really love it, but it's not so bad that I won't finish it and have to go and find something else to eat. F is just, it's bad. I don't want to eat it. I'd rather wander into the kitchen and make myself a peanut butter and jam sandwich. And just to be clear, our family is whole food plant-based, so if there are oil in this recipe, I'll likely be providing swaps for that. I'll also be making these things gluten-free so my wife can enjoy them as well. If you have a problem with me modifying the recipes because I'm a home cook, maybe don't watch this video. I don't think it's gonna be for you. Also, at the end of the day, these are just the opinions of me and my family. If you don't like them, that's okay. Now to the recipes. We're gonna start off this cookbook review with something a little treaty. Coconut milk dark chocolate mousse. Now, Karina put a little flag in this recipe saying it was her favorite dessert. Let's see if it's ours. This looks really simple and I don't even need to do any swaps. So we're gonna take a can of coconut milk, it's like 14 ounces for reference. And we're gonna put that into a saucepan and over medium-low heat, we're gonna bring it up just to steaming. You don't want it to boil, you just want it so that light bubbles start to form around the edge. Once it gets to there, it's perfect. Pull it off the stove, stir in a tablespoon of vanilla, ideally pure vanilla extract, not like an imitation one. Stir that around, and then what you're gonna do is you're gonna stir in 200 grams or like 1.25 cups of non-dairy chocolate chips or finely chopped up dark chocolate. Don't stir it just yet. You wanna let that sit for about 5 minutes and just let the chocolate start to slowly melt. And then you're gonna stir it around until it's all nice and smooth and incorporated. After that, pour it into 4 different dessert containers. I'm just using these little Japanese dishes we have. And then let it chill in the fridge for 3 hours or overnight. These are pretty liquidy right now, so I'm really curious to see how they're gonna set. I'm gonna pop off to the market and see if I can't find some fresh berries to put on top of this. But knowing me, I'm also likely to throw some granola on here too. Let's see what we think.
Grainy.
It's a little grainy.
Oh, but like it melts in your mouth. It's good. I like it. Bye.
Whoa, that's it. So you give it like an A or an S?
An egg.
Yeah, I'll give it an A also. It's grainy, but then it melts, which is weird.
Melts in your mouth.
That's interesting. Yeah, it's coconut. It's weird, the coconut. I think it might just be that specific coconut milk. I don't think that's the recipe. I think that's the coconut milk we bought.
Well, it melts in your mouth, so it's pretty good. It tastes like there's like a lot of sand in it, but then it like just melts.
Yeah, it could be the coconut milk we used.
It's good. It's like a little grainy, but the flavor is really good. So good.
Yeah?
Really nice flavor. Nice thickness.
What are you giving it?
A.
An A, not an S?
Oh, maybe an S. What's the difference?
S is like the best. Superb.
Yeah. It's pretty good.
That's so weird, that graininess. It took me a second because it was a lot richer and darker flavor than I expected, which I really, really like. That's excellent. Yeah, it's because it's rich, but it's also really sweet. It's almost a little too sweet for me and the texture, but I don't know, it's a solid A. It's a solid A. I mean, it's borderline S, but I think it's definitely a solid A. Tonight for dinner, we're gonna make an African stew. If you've watched our recipe reviews before, you've probably seen an African stew before, so get ready for the kids to say, we've already had that. But let's see how this stocks up. And if they've already, oh goodness, you haven't even eaten it yet. Anyway, let's see if this stacks up against ones we've had before in the past. There's a couple different things in here automatically. It's got cauliflower, 2 different types of potatoes, and spices I think are similar. Anyway, I can't imagine we're gonna dislike this one because it's the type of meal we genuinely enjoy. Oh, and add chili sauce to taste. That's definitely something I haven't seen in one of these before. So this one's got a bit of a kick to it, but I don't know if that means add chili sauce to each bowl or just at the end. Maybe I'll add it to the whole thing, but I don't want to wreck it for others. I'm gonna make a game day decision on that one. This is a nice one-pot meal. Everything goes into the soup pot. You cook the onion, add some more vegetables, and the only thing we'll be swapping out here is not using the oil to cook the vegetables with. We'll just be water sauteing them. Throw in the stock, some other stuff, all the flavor elements, and then yeah, cover and cook for 15 minutes, basically until the yam and the potatoes are soft, and then you add the kale. And then if you want that, add a little extra chili sauce. And then it says just serve it over brown rice or quinoa. Actually, probably the biggest difference in this African stew is it doesn't have tomatoes in it, which might make it Woolie's favorite ever.
Really good. It's got a bit of spice. It's got nice flavors. It feels really healthy, especially after coming off of Disney World. There's no oil pooling in the bottom of my dish.
I took the oil out of the dish.
Yeah, well, there's not, and it's really good. This is an S for me. I would ask for this again.
Do you like it more than our regular peanuts too?
It's totally different.
Yeah?
Totally different.
Oh, cool. This is the perfect kind of night for a stew. Oh, it is very different.
It's so good.
Yeah, it's really simple. Yeah, she just said chili sauce to taste, so I just threw like a tablespoon in at the end. But if you liked it, if you like it spicy, you could add more, but I don't know if you'd want to add more.
Hey, we've had this before.
Actually, this is way different. I thought that would be the case, but it's much more peanutty. It doesn't have the tomato sauce kind of cutting through. Or the diced tomatoes, I guess, is you would usually use in ours. And there's often raisins in ours too. It makes it a bit sweeter overall. So it's a very different flavor. It's more earthier. I really like this.
I just like nail polish. Is that the soup?
No,
Nail polish soup.
Yes, nail polish soup. You didn't want nail polish soup? This is an S for me too. Love it.
It's fine. It just has like one flavor. That's it.
You don't feel the spice too? It's basically like a chili peanut kind of thing. So
Wait, there's peanuts in this?
well, it's peanut sauce. You don't taste peanut? There's no way you don't taste peanut butter.
I tasted a little bit.
Are you having a stroke?
I don't know. I just don't really taste any peanut butter.
I can't taste anything or smell anything.
So this is your favorite dish ever?
I'll give it a B.
Really? That's crazy to me that you can't taste it. How much? How is it now that you've actually tasted it with your
I
nose?
smell it.
Oh my goodness, they're coming back to us.
I taste the peanut butter now. But still
I
B.
can only smell it.
Still a B.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
What do you guys give this?
We give it an S. We really like it. It's simple, but it's really flavorful, and it tastes really healthy after.
This is not S quality.
Okay, not for you, it isn't. Annie's sick, so she might not weigh in tonight. For dinner tonight, I'm gonna make this crispy baked tofu with sesame orange dipping sauce. I don't think I'm gonna change anything. It does call for sesame oil, which is a flavor component, so I'm gonna use it. Because when it comes to sesame oil, there's not really much you can swap it out with and keep the flavor component. If you have any suggestions, let me know in the comments down below. My first thought would be maybe you could use like liquid smoke, but even then I don't think it would be quite right. Anyway, open to suggestions. So I screwed up a little bit and just picked this for a dinner. It's not a dinner, it's a side dish. So I'm gonna add some stuff to the side here. I think I'm gonna make like some kind of a gingery, garlicky, brain fried bok choy. And then on the side, I'll make some kind of a quinoa. I guess we had rice last night. Some kind of a flavored quinoa. I'll do something, I don't know what yet. So I'm not gonna show you what I do with the quinoa or the bok choy. The bok choy, I think I'm gonna steal from a recipe I did a long time ago. Woolie's working on the bok choy. It's basically you make the sauce and you cook the bok choy, you put it on top.
It's so good.
It's not even cooked yet, you're just eating it raw. You're gonna get sick. You can't eat raw bok choy.
Watch me.
I'm gonna go watch her eat raw bok choy. I'll be back later. So it's super simple. You cut up some tofu into squares, you air fry it at 400 degrees Fahrenheit for 25 minutes, a little bit halfway through. If you're using an air fryer like I am here, consider reducing the time, especially if you're using something like this Hyper Dome air fryer, which I have a discount code in the link down below. This air fryer cooks 30% faster than most air fryers. And then you make this sauce, which is basically squeezing the juice out of an orange and mixing all this other stuff together in like a little hand blender. That's it. It's so simple. Based on the picture, I expected this sauce to be thicker. Let's see how it all tastes together.
Orangey.
It's good? What do you think?
Yeah, it's really good. It's very orangey. It's very nice.
What would you give it?
An A.
And then add some sides to it like I'm gonna do. Orange. Peel from the orange we juiced. Think that was a good idea or a bad idea?
We'll find out, won't we?
Uh-oh.
tofu's good, but the quinoa is bad.
Tell me about the tofu then. The tofu in the sauce.
It's a bit too powerful.
Okay, too strong. What would you give it?
A B.
What's that?
The bok choy is an S.
Yeah, that's our own recipe, but we'll take it. So I'm really only remarking on the tofu, right? Ooh, it's got a nice flavor. It turned out thinner than I was hoping, so it doesn't really spread over, you know what I mean? I like the flavors. I would just maybe add some cornstarch to it. And then maybe cook it for a minute or two, right? I like the flavor, I want it to be thicker. That could be a really nice stir-fry sauce.
That's good.
All right.
I don't love it.
It's like a B?
Yeah.
I give it like it's a B plus to an A because it's got potential. Willie says the quinoa that we made up by thinking is terrible. I like the addition of the orange. It's a little salty though. Ethan's got guitar lesson. We'll get his thoughts after.
Several months later.
We'll cook the tofu a little bit.
No, like I can't break into it.
You got sharp teeth.
It is your fault.
Sorry, I overcooked it.
Overcooked is maybe an understatement.
And what do you think of the sauce though, the flavor?
Tastes good.
Yeah?
I'll give it an A.
Nice.
The tofu's a C.
Yeah, the tofu's bad, but the sauce is an A. Great. Try the quinoa.
I don't like quinoa.
The quinoa we made up by thinking.
It's alright.
Yeah? Edible?
Yeah. Barely.
For fun, I'm gonna make some Jamaican ginger beer. I had this as a kid once, and it made my throat hurt real bad. And I don't know why I'm making it now, but it's something I like a little bite to now. I imagine our kids will hate this. I think Willie will love it. Either way, it's something cool that I haven't seen in a vegan cookbook before. So I thought I'd give it a whirl. And it's good for you. Ginger's good for you. We got these giant hunks of ginger, 2 of these, because it calls for a cup of ginger. So we're gonna throw this into a food processor and break it down because we need a cup's worth of this. And then we're gonna quarter a lemon, squeeze that in, throw the peels in as well. And then we're gonna add the rest of the ingredients into a pan and then we're gonna let it simmer for 30 minutes. And then we're gonna let it cool. The only difference I'm doing to this recipe is instead of agave nectar, I'm using maple syrup because I don't have any agave and I have maple syrup. After it's cooled, we're gonna strain all the stuff out we don't want, like the harsh ginger parts and the lemon and whatnot. And then we're gonna put it in the fridge and later on, we're gonna add it to some sparkling water, cold sparkling water to, make it not so harsh because that's gonna be a pretty concentrated liquid. I'm just using SodaStream, but you could use any carbonated water you've got. I can't wait to see what the kids think of this.
Oh, that's so good. That is top notch.
You're giving it an S then?
Yes. Definitely an S. I think we're gonna be very healthy. No more colds. So good.
Should I put garlic in it so it's like my morning drink?
No, gross. It's like ginger lemonade.
Oh, but it's got enough of the bite. I could go with a little stronger on that, like a little less water. But that's fantastic, and it was so simple to make. Like the longest time it took was just for it to like simmer on the stove for 30 minutes. But the making it took, I don't know, maybe 5 minutes, probably less. This is delicious. And if you want, you could just keep that little jar of concentrate and then just add it to fizzy water as you wanted to, as opposed to making a huge batch. I don't care if the kids like it or not. They might find it a little too strong, but it's fantastic. Try it. Your first beer.
Had that ginger beer before and I don't like it.
It's homemade though.
More sweetness.
You could add a little more sweetness if you wanted to.
What do you do for the sweetness?
It's applesauce, but you could, if you want to add a little maple syrup to it, you could.
Okay, I'll have some of that.
Not applesauce, it's apple juice.
I'll add some maple syrup for dinner.
Okay, but you like it?
Yeah, it's good.
What would you give it?
I'll give it an A.
Your first beer, Annie.
Actually,
No, it's not real beer. It's not alcoholic.
Ginger lemonade.
It's a
But it's not.
It's a Jamaican
it's not a
drink.
sweet drink.
Ooh, she's going back.
it's good because I can't really taste anything.
That'd be good for your throat, actually.
It's a bit spicy, but nice.
Yeah, it's supposed to be a little spicy. What would you give it, Annie?
An A. Cheers.
Hey, just interrupting again real quick. So those of you who caught my live stream with Katrina know that she is a health and wellness and fitness guru, coach, wonderful person all around. Anyway, when she sent me this book, she also sent me this. It's a 30-minute coaching session that I have to give away to somebody else. So I want to give it away to somebody in our audience. How we're doing giveaways on the channel these days right now is through members of our Mighty Network. So if you want a chance to have a 30-minute session with Coach K, join us over on the Mighty Network and send me a DM letting me know that you'd like to be part of this giveaway. And during our next members only monthly live stream, I will do the draw for this. Some ways that they recommend you use this are scheming up a plant-based meal prep plan, crafting a workout routine that you can do at home or at the gym, checking your exercise form or taking them through a short workout, answering all your burning fitness and nutrition questions, figuring out next steps for developing bulletproof health habits, or just formulating a vegan world domination plan. You know, nothing crazy. If you're already a member of our Mighty Network, all you have to do is send me a message. Otherwise, join us over there. It's good times. All right, back to the recipes. Tonight for dinner, we're making Thai peanut curry with veggies, tofu, and pineapple. So literally all the ingredients are in the title. Karina also said that this is her favorite entree recipe. So stakes are high here. Are you just waving? Oh, because of the water. You're saying hi to your water friend? Woolie's gonna get away with it tonight because she did all the dinner prep tonight.
Because I'm awesome.
Because she's awesome and I was busy. And Annie's just gonna sit there and eat fruit and complain about the fact there's pineapple in this dish. Are you excited, Annie?
We love it, Kiki.
All right, let's make it. So essentially, it's kind of just like a stir fry. We're gonna cook the tofu and get it crispy. Maybe we'll just do the tofu in the air fryer first, though.
But not too crispy like last night.
No, I'm gonna put the tofu in the air fryer for a few minutes. Then when you make the sauce, apparently, and then you add the vegetables after, and you cook for 15 minutes. So the only difference we're gonna make here is I'm not gonna use the oil, and instead of jasmine rice, we're gonna use rice noodles. Because we've been having rice in the other dishes, and it's just nice to switch it up. I added the pineapple. I forgot to record it, I added the pineapple. And then you top it with fresh basil, which we have. Alright, how is the dinner?
I feel like the liquid is like too watery. Like it's watered down too much.
Is that because we have it with noodles? It's a bit. I like it a bit
No.
thicker.
It's nothing to do with noodles. Like the sauce itself doesn't have, like it tastes more watery. Like it's not, the flavor isn't intense enough.
Yeah. So I would just reduce.
But I don't know if that's something we did or if that's the recipe.
No, I followed the recipe. Like maybe reduce the vegetable broth.
The vegetables are releasing their own juices.
Yeah. So cooked. I would do it more like a stir fry. I would take the same flavor. I haven't even tried it yet. What am I talking about?
It doesn't have to be like a stir fry. It just, the sauce, the liquid isn't, it
As
just
strong.
tastes a bit watery. Like
Yeah. So what would you give it?
I'd still give it an A. Like it's really delicious. But I would like the flavor to be a little more intense.
I hope good.
What
It's
if-
hard to taste the flavor because I'm sick. Coconutty
Yeah.
and like fatty, but it, like Mom said, it is somewhat watered down. There's not that much flavor. I probably give it like an A.
Yeah. You just want the flavors to be stronger.
No, I like the flavors. It is just it is watered down.
I got a fork and a spoon because I wasn't quite sure how to eat it with these noodles. Yeah. I just echo what they said. I also think the vegetables cook in there too long. They get a little too soft. It makes them like a soup. Like a curry soup. Which isn't a bad thing. I need to get more of that broth. It's good. It's almost like it's just missing something. Like, I'd love some ginger in there or something. Maybe that's because I'm drinking ginger beer at the same time. Or some more spice or something. A little red chili flakes in here might be nice. It's good. It's just, I'd love it to be a little more So it's an A. Like, I think it's a really good, but if you want a more intense flavor, I would just say add more of everything. Except for the broth. And the coconut. I think it's just like, maybe less broth. Less broth and a heat source of some kind. Of your choosing. But for me, I would like it stronger. I think for most people, it'd be good.
Well, I have an idea, Dad. Look.
Oh, please be careful on the couch. Please be careful on the couch. Come on.
There was nothing on his spoon.
Not funny.
It was a little funny.
Ooh, pineapple. It needs more coconut.
Really? Too peanut buttery?
Yeah.
It doesn't taste like peanut butter.
Yeah, I can't even taste peanut. I just think it's too watered down.
And yours looks like soup.
Yeah, I took some. Well, Mommy thought I needed to take liquid.
Oh no, it's a B.
Yeah?
Yeah.
For a fun desserty type snack, we're gonna make this thing that she calls chocolate peanut butter rocket fuel. This is like kind of like big chocolate clusters, and I'm really excited to make this. And all you have to do is just heat up a double boiler, throw in a cup of chocolate. If you want to do chopped up chocolate chips, whatever you want. You let that all melt down. Do a double boiler style, and if you don't know what that means, you basically put a little bit of water at the bottom of a small saucepan, put like a glass bowl on top, and then just let the steam warm it up so it melts nicely, and then your chocolate's not gonna burn. Don't get any water in here because it'll seize up and make it super hard to work with. You throw a cup of peanut butter in there. So after that peanut butter and the chocolate is melted nicely, you can throw in your mix-ins. She recommends a half a cup of shredded coconut, half a cup of rolled oats, and then a quarter cup of any nuts you want. I'm using almonds, and a quarter cup of any dried fruit. I'm using dried cranberry. She also recommends a tablespoon of maple syrup or agave nectar. I'm not sure why. The chocolate seems sweet enough for me. I'm gonna throw it in anyway because I'm following the recipe. Mix that all together. Let that chill for about 10 minutes, and then you're gonna put like tablespoon-sized dollops onto a parchment on a cookie sheet, and then let that freeze in the freezer. Would you like a chocolate? I can't remember what they're called. Oh, no. Hands, please. Hands, please. Nope, you don't get any. No! Hands, please. Thank you.
Oh, it's hard.
What do you think? I don't know what that face means. You're either really enjoying it or you're confused. The second one?
Do you put everything in that one cupboard in here? Why is there a random raisin in there?
Do you like it?
Except for the cranberry part.
There's a couple
it's
cranberries.
so hard.
I think I put them in the freezer. I think they were just supposed to be in the fridge.
Oh,
So maybe let.
good job reading the recipes.
Well, I wanted it set.
I'll give an A if it was actually in the fridge, but I'll give it a B because it was in the freezer.
Well, make it an A because that's what the author intended.
So A.
Mmm.
Eh?
Mmm. I like that. Peanut butter,
Cranberry
chocolate, coconut. That's yummy.
Ooh, something's chewy in there. It's like a chocolate turtle with cranberries.
I didn't have any cranberries.
What would you give it?
An S.
Yeah, it's really good. I would eat those again.
Is there almonds in here?
Yeah. Well, that's the thing is I think you need to put more of the mixed berries and the nuts because.
Full almond.
Yeah, I would cut them up. It's hard to evenly disperse everything.
There's nuts in there.
There's a full almond.
Yeah, I would cut them up a bit more.
I didn't get any nuts or cranberries.
These are really good though. I call this an S for sure. It's really simple and easy. I love it a lot. And it took no time to make. They're really, really quick to make. So this is a really good, simple, easy dessert. Not whole food plant-based because of the chocolate chips, but if you wanted to just use cocoa powder and some maple syrup, it'd be closer.
They're not whole food plant-based.
Because there's sugar in it. You know that?
Oh.
Yeah, but you could make a version of this. Maybe let us know if you want us to try to make a version of this that's more whole food plant-based. This morning for breakfast, I'm gonna make this key lime pie smoothie. Want to try a sip, Woody?
Oh, yes. Sounds delicious.
Just one sip.
What?
One sip. Maybe 2 sips. A mouthful. Yes. It's a smoothie. You put everything into a blender and you whir it around. It's not that complicated. I'm excited for this one because I don't know if I've ever actually put avocado in a smoothie. And then the rest of it's simple. Instead of agave nectar, I'm going to put just a splash of maple syrup in. The rest of it's going to be as it is. I'm looking forward to this. I'm going to have this with some toast and peanut butter and cherries. But I won't review that because that's not part of this. What do you want to try the smoothie?
That's pretty good. It has like a little bitterness, but but it's nice.
From the lime peel, maybe?
I don't know.
Yeah.
It's really good though.
Yeah. What'd you give it?
Uh,
She's going back.
I think like an A.
Yeah.
Plus or A.
Okay.
Yeah, it's good. There's a taste in there though that I'm like, it's like really good, and then there's like a little bitter aftertaste or something. You try it.
I'm used to things that are bitter because I'm married to. Yeah. Oh. It's interesting. It's really good. The lime takes a second to come in. I think I just wanted to be colder. I didn't use a frozen banana. It doesn't call for frozen banana. I might stick this in the fridge. For me, I just want this a little thicker. I might throw some chia in this another time or some protein powder. It's good. I know what you mean. Maybe it could just use a little more sweetness too. Maybe like a little extra maple syrup or something. But if you want to be healthier, this is good too. It's got nice healthy fats in here. The banana's good. It's nice. Yeah, I'd give it an A as well. I'm a big key lime fan, so I was excited to try this. It's solid. It's not like hitting me and making me like super excited about it, but it's definitely like a good base. If you wanted to add more sweetness or more lime or anything like that, you could. But it's a really good starting point for a key lime pie smoothie. Unless you like it as it is, and then it's perfect. But for me, it's an A. Tonight for dinner, we're making minestrone soup, which Annie says is her favorite. Oh, look at the water. Your mom's not around, you think it's your job? Ah! Mommy doesn't do that to me. Remember when you used to be cute and nice?
I am, but now I'm just cute and funny.
So we've made minestrone on the channel before, haven't we, Annie? But you like minestrone, right?
Yeah, the stuff from the can.
Okay, well, let's see if we can beat the stuff from the can tonight. It's a really snowy, crappy day here in Toronto, Canada. So I think a soup is in order. What do you think, Annie? This is pretty simple. Basically, you know, you just take all the ingredients and you throw it into a pot. And you let it cook until the vegetables are soft. At the end, you're throwing that spinach or kale or whatever you're using. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. And I made some fresh sourdough, Annie, for tonight.
I know, Mommy made good cheese for me earlier with it.
She used my fresh sourdough without my permission.
Yeah.
Good thing she's cute. Oh, it's good! I don't think I would add anything to this. I mean, here's the thing, Katrina. I don't know if it's that Willie's broth is super awesome, amazing, or you just designed a good soup. I'm not married to you, so I'm gonna have to give my wife the credit. But I also think you designed an awesome soup, maybe. What are you talking about? I'm just sitting over here loving you. How's the pasta? I found 1 bay leaf. I win the prize. 2 bay leaves. I win. What do I win?
Soup.
I win soup! Yes!
Chunks of tomato. Not so good.
Next time I should use crushed tomato. But that's just a you thing. A lot of people like chunks of tomato.
Yeah, like you.
Yeah, more tomato for me. I like this a lot. This is an excellent minestrone soup. It's very simple. The broth is perfect. So I don't know if that's you or that's just all the other ingredients. I think it's a combo. It's not the most amazing, unique dish, but for a minestrone soup, it kind of ticks off all the boxes. It's healthy. It's perfect on a cold day like today. I'd give this an S. I'd make this recipe again for sure.
Yeah, it's fun. I don't really like minestrone soup, so I'm not a good judge.
But with that in mind,
It's good.
you would never give a minestrone soup like an S though, right? So what are you in, like the B range?
Hot.
You've watched out, apparently it's hot.
Tastes like a regular minestrone soup.
So is this as good as the one from the can?
No.
Oh. So in that case, what would you give it?
A B. Or a C.
What?
I wouldn't ask for it.
Right, because you don't love minestrone?
It's hot.
Stir it.
Who's allowed now?
How does soup?
Meh.
Just meh?
Meh. It's so watery.
It's soup.
It should be a stew. If it was a stew, then it would be better.
So if we like pureed some of it?
I changed my rating.
What's your
It's
rating?
more of a B.
Oh, okay. What do you give it then?
A B.
B.
Maybe I'm a sucker. I still like it. I think it's a really nice, simple minestrone. That's perfect if you don't have a recipe already. So what did we think of Karina Inkster's The Vegan Athlete? Look, here's the thing. If you're looking to get healthy and you want a whole truckload of information and some really simple, great recipes, this book, it's just a buy. It just is. It is loaded with so much information I haven't seen in other cookbooks. And it's also just got an arsenal of really tasty and simple recipes. If you are a little more comfortable in the kitchen and nuanced and have a whole bunch of other plant-based and vegan cookbooks and aren't necessarily interested in the athletic aspect, then it's a solid borrow just to see if there's any recipes in here that you might like, or if there's any physical athletic things that you might want to consider. If you are interested in picking this book up, it's in the description down below. Getting it there helps both Karina and it helps our channel. So, maybe consider doing that. If you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, please consider doing so and hit that like button to let YouTube know to share this with other people. And if you're just having one of them lazy days and you're sticking around, you want to watch another video, YouTube will provide you one right here. It's from our channel. It's organic. I don't know what that means. I guess it's organic. I made it. And I didn't use any processed ingredients to make it besides a phone and a computer. So not organic. I'm sorry.